Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fabtalks. Fabtalks is all about inspiration, and we get inspired from all the celebrities and guests who share their wisdom and knowledge with us. Today, we are being joined by one beautiful celebrity who's joining us all the way from Mumbai. Join us, friends, to welcome our celebrity and guest. He is Mr. S.P. Maitra. He's a wonderful person and a down-to-earth, practical person. Join us, friends, to know more about his life. Join us to welcome him. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking out the time to be here with us. I'd like to share your profile before we go ahead with the session to get to know more about you. Thank you, sir. Friends, it's always an honor to know about people who have done their very best, to have overcome all the challenges, no matter what life has thrown on their path. Sir has 45 years of experience. Now, 4 decades, more than 4 decades, that really makes me wonder that how could people stay on the professional space 45 plus years, more than 4 decades, and that's a wonder. Now, what sir has been really focusing on, let's get to know more about him. So friends, as I earlier mentioned, we have with us S.P. Maitra. He's Siba Prasad Maitra, joining us all the way from Mumbai, Maharashtra, that is located in India, my friends. Sir belongs to the pharma marketing. He's a wonderful professional with regard to pharma marketing, India. He's been connected with several multinational as well as national companies. And to add to that, I'd like to add a little more to his profile and get to know as to how sir has been enabling himself and the people around him to benefit with all the expertise that he has learned till date. Sir has done different courses with regard to general management from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, strategy for competitive advantage from Indian Institute of Management, that is Ahmedabad. Sir has also been focusing on getting a course completed with regard to essentials of leadership from the Indian School of Business, Hyderabad, and has got the opportunity to be a visiting faculty as well with NMIMS, IES Pharma Management as well, IES Pharma Management wing, and for B Pharma class with the Mumbai University. That's really nice. And sir has been working in the leadership roles for over 4 decades. And after rendering his impeccable service, I mean, he has done it with a lot of pride and dedication and perseverance. So that's why it's called as the impeccable services. He's contributed to whom? To the top multinational companies, including Indian pharmaceutical companies as well. Sir says it's time now to share his experiences and learning. What we want our celebrities to do here for us on International Fabtalks is very simple. Inspire the youth, the middle-aged and senior citizens, not to give up on life, because life is beautiful and we learn from the experiences of the people who share their journey with us. Beginning his journey with the product management team, Mr. Maitra has been able to develop and lead excellent marketing as well as strong sales team for implementing the concept and strategy across therapies on pan-India basis. It's not only segregated to either Mumbai or to any one particular state. It's pan-India. That's very nice. From new product launches to taking the brand to newer heights, sir has achieved various milestones in his career. He was lucky to have Mr. Tarun Gupta as a mentor and Professor Chitta Mitra, the founder of CMARC, as the strategy guide. And today, sir is a great inspiration to us. Sir always gives the credit to somebody else, that is Mr. Tarun Gupta and as well as Professor Chitta Mitra. But today, we consider him to be a great, profound person over here, sharing his space and expertise and knowledge. And sir has wonderful hobbies such as reading, music, and to add to that, sir loves acting in Bengali dramas. That's wonderful. That's really very nice, because when you give your time to extracurricular activities or to various hobbies or passion, it enriches your life and makes life beautiful. Sir's most favorite book is Jonathan Livingstone Seagull, and he loves reading this book and inspires a lot of confidence and inspiration from reading. That's really nice, because he's an avid reader as well. This is mentioned his wonderful book. Mr. Maitra gets inspired with the quote of Stephen Covey. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. teach a man or teach him how to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. I think this is what is the takeaway from this beautiful session. My dear friends, don't give people help for a single day, but train them for life. When you train people for life, they will really be ever grateful to you till their last breath. That you did not help them for a single day, you helped them for an entire journey called life. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dear sir, I've just shared a brief profile about you. We would all like to know more about you. How would you define yourself? Who is the real Maitra, sir?
See, I am like anybody else, another simple person and grown in West Bengal. You know, the issue when I started my career, I was studying in Bengal and it was in Bengali medium. Then I was doing my post-graduation. Naturally, it was in English. My subject was mathematics. Being a person or boy from the middle-class family, a job was needed. I'm talking about 70s. And at the same time, I was pursuing some job also. In my life, my intention was to join army. I was preparing myself for the same also. I did my NCC B certificate, C certificate, and one of the brigadier asked me to join straight away as a second lieutenant in the army. But the mentality of the Indian parents, most of the, I'll not say all Indian parents, because there are family in Punjab, Rajasthan, different parts, Gorkha, they feel proud when their children join us. But in our case, it was little different. People perception is joining army means son is going to die. So it's nothing like that. But anyhow, that was the reason I had to change. But then profession by choice or by chance? Two different things. One by chance, another by choice. So when I used to visit doctor as a patient, I used to see a boy is coming with smart, guy used to come with tie on, with a bag. And I used to talk with the doctors in English, very fluent English, and used to inspire me. Yeah, what is this man is doing? I inquired, I came to know the medical representative. So I had some attraction towards this profession. But anyhow, job was very difficult. So I was trying. I applied in bank, applied in government services, applied. At the same time, I got in pharma Glaxo. So waiting for some time, I got 3 jobs at a time. Two banks and one Glaxo. The job was a minimum base job, medical detail man. The concept was Mr. Professor Tarun Gupta was there at that time. He was the marketing head who selected me for Glaxo. That concept was the OTC product will be promoted to the doctors. So that was my job, traveling a lot. I got the job in Glaxo, traveled a lot and promoted their OTC product to the doctors. After some time, they stopped this promotion of OTC product to the doctors. And I was taken as a medical representative in Glaxo. I must appreciate the training process of Glaxo. I had to undergo 45 days training in Mumbai. From Kolkata, I came. It was excellent training program. That base was prepared by the company, not for me only, for many other boys. Then I started my career from there, then went to medical rep. I got promotion as a frontline manager after 3 years. I could be a best manager for the zone So then I was called to Bombay in the product management team. It was such a time when I came to product management team in Bombay. Mr. Torun Gupta was there. A lot of training used to take place every now and then. Training and development was a big focus for the company, for many people in the companies. In all levels, training was there. So why I said I was lucky at that point of time, because two major brands for the company. One is a research product molecule of Glaxo. Today it is GSK, and that time it was Glaxo. Jantac. Jantac is a ranitidine H2 blocker. This is for, at that time in 1984, I am referring, was launched first time in India by Glaxo. I have not launched, but I was a part of the team to launch the product. Similarly, another mega brand, Fexin, was launched. Cephalexin, it's an antibiotic. That was also a huge learning for me working with the brand. It was going on very well. Then, of course, I spent almost 15 years in Glaxo. I was getting offer from various places. I was thinking Glaxo is Glaxo, I should not leave. But sometimes taking opportunity in the right time also makes the difference. Then I got a call from Dabur, Dr. Burman, to join that company. Dabur, you know, as a Ayurvedic company. They had, and Dr. Anand Burman is a doctorate, highly qualified, and thought, let me see, Dabur is also a very big company. They wanted to launch allopathy medicines. So I joined them to launch their product mainly in East Zone and West Zone. Some other people join in different zones. So as you can say, as a sales head of that company, I was doing here product management marketing. I joined as a sales head for both the zones. That was a different experience because launching from zero a company, I was working in company number 1 of the country and joined a company who was zero at that point of time. It was a risk, but yes, if there is no risk, no gain too. It really helped. They took care of my parts, my salaries, everything in a very good way, I must say. And it worked very well. And within 4 years, I got promotion as a marketing head. Because I had my background of marketing, they took me as a marketing manager at Delhi. So I went to Delhi. I was doing the job, but all of a sudden, I was not aware about it. Dr. Anand Burman suggested, Maitra, I have a baby. I said, I couldn't follow him. The baby was a project. The project was of oncology. And he was the key person to develop a molecule with the help of the scientist. Paclitaxel, that is an anti-cancer drug for the first time in India. Taxol was moving at that time in US and other markets. It is the same version, Indian version, Paclitaxel. He said, you take this baby and develop. So I was given that project of oncology. I didn't have any knowledge of oncology, cancer product, because in Glaxo, I had most of the products of general management, pain, acidity, steroid, different kind of products. We launched in Dabur also, East Zone, West Zone, and other places in the similar range of product. But suddenly got oncology, it was really, but to greatness of these people, really I appreciate. He said 6 months you study the subject. Doctors will help you and you study the subject for 6 months and then we will launch. So I had good opportunity to learn the subject. I cannot learn like a doctor, but yes, I know the subject, where the product works, how the product can work. And in anti-cancer product, most of the difficult problem is, major problem is side effects and how to tackle the side effects. However, the product was launched in Taxel, Indian paclitaxel, brand name was given in Taxel. It was quite challenging because the patient therapy, cost of therapy for the patient was 1.50 lakhs at that point of time. In 94, I am referring. It was, doctors were very good. We did the clinical trials. That also had an experience, how to go through with the clinical trials. Then submitting to the Drug Controller of India, getting the permission to market the drug. All this process is a real good learning. And then the product was a great success, I can tell you. This was the first brand in the launch. It did 10 crore in the first year in that point of time. So everybody was very happy. I made a very small team that time. Throughout my career, I have been focused mainly on the training part and developing my people, whatever level. And that really helped. Many of my team members, I got those kind of team members. They are director of different companies, senior VP of different companies. So really credit goes to them because I cannot claim all success mine. It's a shared success with the team members, always. Dabur, I was doing quite well, but after some time, I started feeling Dabur is a company of 1,000 crore, and I am a divisional head of 20 crore or 30 crore. To them, it's a very small division. Because if you look at Dabur Chyawanprash, 100 crore, Dabur Amla Hair Oil, 100 crore. There are other brands that are very Hajmola, another big. Those are Ayurvedic, not in pharmaceuticals. So I started feeling little, yeah, I'm heading a small division. I want to run a company, not a division. This is called strategic business unit. So I was head of a strategic business unit, but I want to run a company. This dream was chasing me. At that time, I got an opportunity to join biological events at Hyderabad as a head of sales and marketing, general manager there. In fact, at that time only I met Srivasthan first. He was in the field as a medical rep at that time. Then I had a good team, product managers, product executives, and I had a very good team, almost 300 people all over India. That company was not doing well at that point of time when I joined. It was about a company of 85 crore. In the first year itself, we could take it to 95 crore. So it was a big jump for that company after a long time. The hurdle for the company was the people were good. Field force generally, any company, the field force, they join the company, medical rep, to perform. But they were not taken care of by the management. They had union issues, charter of demand was not settled for 7 years. So I discussed with the chairman why it was not, the name a company is not performing, how can I do that? I said, okay, company will perform, they will perform. If they cannot perform, your company cannot perform any point of time. So you assure me that you will be settling their charter of demand once they perform well. He assured, yes, sir. And in fact, it was done also later. Company did very well We launched a product. Again, that company did exceedingly well. And at that time, our chairman, every company has got some different story. I had learned oncology there. Chairman said, I have heard your name quite a lot. You are very famous for oncology. I also want to launch oncology. I said, fine, we'll work, but you don't have your plan. You will have to outsource it, third-party manufacturing. We'll do that. We'll launch oncology products from your company. That time, patent was not that much difficult at that point of time. We could launch a couple of brands there and built a team also, separate SBU. But major achievement was, chairman was very keen. Vijay Kumar Datla, he was the chairman, Dr. Vijay Datla. He was very keen for vaccines. Even if you can see now, they are still working on vaccines in a big way. They had tetanus toxoid, triple antigen kind of products. He used to always tell me, Maitra, can you think big about vaccines? Can you think big? So I used to write the vaccine companies of the world. We would like to tie up with you. And once I got reply from Pastor Mario Connot, that's a very big company of vaccines from France. Then we went there, chairman and myself, and of course another doctor from their vaccine department. He is in the production side. We all went there and to make a presentation. And the chairman of that international company was very pleased, and immediately we could sign the agreement to market their pediatric range of vaccines in India. So that again another learning for me, how these vaccines business can be done. It's a total cold chain management product. So that vaccine was active hemophilus influenza type B vaccines. First time in India we could launch from that company. Brand was coming from, it was imported finished product. We were marketing in India. But latter part, the company also came to India directly. They opened their offices in Delhi. They started marketing the same brand with a different price. Charm for the company has gone at that point of time towards that products. Otherwise, things were going very well. I was getting called regularly from another company, Intas. Intas was a quite small company. Today, it is one of the 10 company, top 10 company. The Intas HR head was calling me, join us, join us. I'm just come 2.5 years here in Hyderabad. It's going well. Now you need not join us. You come once and visit our factory. And then if you like, you feel ours, then you decide about it. I said, I don't want to change again and again because my stint with Glaxo was 15, Dabur was almost 88 to 96. I was in Dabur. Because job hopping is another thing, and staying in a company and contributing and growing with the company, that gives more joy. But anyhow, came to Ahmedabad, visited their factory. Oh, it's a state-of-the-art manufacturing unit. US FDA approved. It was really, I was totally charmed with the factory and the directors. They were very young. Youngest one hardly at that time 32, 33. Other one 35. The eldest one 38, 39. And so it's a very young team. And they had huge sachet aspiration to grow. They also said, join us. It will be good for you as well as us both. You had experience of Glaxo as well as Indian company Dabur. You have worked in vaccines. We would like to have you. I moved from Hyderabad to Ahmedabad. The great thing in Intas was being a young company. Field force were new, young, and they really did wonders. Entire credit goes to the team, I'll say. Even at that time, Sebastian also joined me in Intas. Many people were there. The company focus was mainly on the specialty area. You know, in pharma marketing, one is general pharma marketing, another is from 95 onwards, if you look at, the trend was specialty-wise business. Specialty means neuropsychiatry, cardiodiabetes, gastroenterologist, orthopedicians. So these all different uh, therapeutic area companies were focusing. Torrent was doing the same. Sun Pharma was doing the same. So I got the responsibility of the entire country, domestic business of this country. Of course, I forgot to tell you here earlier, Dabur sent me to IIM Bangalore for a course of general management. That was again good learning, and I was really thankful to Dabur management at that point of time, that mainly the director. Apart from that, when I came to Intas sent me to IIM Ahmedabad for a course. That also helped me to learn something new. Similarly, I developed a habit. How can I send my team members to different places for learning? And another, my habit developed. Whenever I used to go for a meeting, 1 to 2 hours, there will be a learning session. Any new thing, new topic. I used to read, prepare myself. I used to go and used to take the session. And I have seen people used to enjoy, participate. And they used to tell me, sir, next time what you are going to tell us. So learning, the moment you find, I realize that so long learning continues, people get inspired to do job. When they feel the learning comes to an end, they become little uncomfortable, look out for different options. So that interest helped me. They gave full freedom, all the directors, and that in Dabur also. We could do huge training program for our, there are different layers of managers, frontline manager, second line manager, third line manager. So all these, I used to hire also from faculties from outside for their training and development. And we had a training manager also. And all together, we could do a good job for developing people. What happened? The biggest thing that because of that reason, we have promoted most of the people from within in the company. Even today, the Intas is run by many of those people who were there at that point of time in the ground root level. And they are now senior vice president, president, and various positions they are having. Well, some of them have retired also because I had an entire team I had to add, all general managers for different divisions. Either they have gone, but another thing, some of them started their own company also after leaving. Here, the learning was that the company, wherever anyone works, must contribute their best to gain the confidence of the owner of the organization. It was so good, even we acquired a company, we didn't have focus on the ophthalmic area. we got information in Baroda, an ophthalmic company will be sold. He said, you go and decide. You and our finance head go and decide. And we decided to buy the company and launched a separate SBU focusing ophthalmic product, range of products. We acquired some of the brands and we launched many new products. So that's really very good. I had 5, 6 different SBUs. Neuropsychiatry Intas was always #1 in the country. Sun Pharma and Intas, they are 1, 2, 3. Sun, Intas, and Toro. Similarly, I launched a couple of brands. Intaxel, one brand I told you in Dabur, which was really a major big brand. In that category, that was the #1 brand. Here we could launch in Intas brands like Joril, that is glimepiride. Lipicor is again for dyslipidemia, atorvastatin. They had an established brand when I joined, CISA. That brand, again, we took it to newer heights, but due to some reason, in US, some complaint about the molecule. US government banned the molecule, Cisapride. So that impact came on Indian government. They also asked the company to discontinue with the molecule. Doctors stopped prescribing the molecule. So it's a very big brand for the company, died unnatural death because of the issue from US. US used to dominate, even still dominates their prescription habit on their in Indian market. Intas was doing, I thought I'll retire from Intas. So good, the owners were good, people were good, products are excellent. But man, things God proposes, God disposes. In the year 2001, 26 January, I remember the date, there was a huge earthquake in Guj as well as in Ahmedabad. That really shaken many professionals in Ahmedabad for different company. So I was thinking what to do. My family, they told me, because I moved everywhere with my family. I have two daughters. They were studying. Elder daughter was at that time in college in Hyderabad, and youngest was in. So change of place at times affects their studies, education, getting a good school in different place. But I was very lucky from that point of view. I got everywhere good schools for them. So I was thinking what to do, but family said, you are so keen to work for this company, you stay here. Let us go back to Kolkata. I said, it's not possible. Family, you will be in Kolkata, I'll be working Ahmedabad. Let me see. So incidentally, at that point of time, I have gained experience in marketing on various general product in Glaxo. Dabur, again, general product and oncology. In case of biological events, I got good exposure towards vaccines. In Intas, I got cardiology, diabetology products, neuropsychiatric range, gastro range, big range, urology, orthopedic, all specialty-oriented SBU. But I didn't work with a very big antibiotics. I got call from Alchem at that point of time. I never applied for any these companies. I never applied to join them. The call came from chairman of Alchem at that point of time. He knew me when they launched Alchem. I was in Bihar at that point of time. The owner is from Bihar, Mr. Sampradaya Singh. He is no more, but he was a gem of a person. What happened at that point of time, the then president of Alchem left the organization with a good number of people along with him to a different company. There was a vacuum, and the company was very big and doing quite well. So he gave a frantic call, you come and join us. It doesn't happen. I am very happy here. The same thing happened. I said, I will not come. Everybody knows me in your office. If I come, it will come to know everybody. He said, come to my house. On Sunday, you come in the morning, go back in the evening. Yes. I was little hesitant what to do. But on one hand, family saying like this. On the other hand, the situation in Ahmedabad was very bad at that point of time because of earthquake. My daughter saw some building going inside the ground. So she was not talking for almost 15 days. She didn't speak. There was a phobia. We could not stay in our house. We were moving around. 1.5 months we stayed outside the house. I purchased a flat also there, very good flat, because I decided to settle there. But at this situation, I said that was January, the earthquake was there, and the call came in March. I joined Alchem as the president for them. For mainly, one is the reason for that leaving, another is Alchem is a much bigger company at that point of time compared to Intas. Joined them. They had a brand called Taxine. This was almost 55 crore brand when I joined. But when I worked, I saw there are two kinds of marketing in India. Means acute care and chronic care. The owners at that point of time, they used to believe in acute care. Their major focus was on acute care, means a prescription age. Age of a prescription for antibiotic is 7 to 10 days. Age of an antihypertensive, lifelong. So these, they never thought of. They were very happy their acute care therapy basket. I told them they now has the time when you should look for the chronic care therapy, lifestyle management products. Chairman agreed. And then I had a lot of tasks in hand at that point of time. On one hand, to maintain the sales of the company, to build a team, because many people have left all from different parts of the country, including marketing people. On the other hand, sales should not go down and think for new things. You know, in pharmaceutical business, growth is very essential for all organizations. But how the growth comes? Growth comes from three things. One is volume growth. Secondly, the price increase also gives growth. Thirdly, introduction of new product. Three things contributes to the growth. They had acute care. We launched one after another. On there also, we started launching new products to expand, because prescriber base, when we look at in the doctor's level, objective of the marketeer should be to consolidate, first to consolidate their position. Who are prescribers, they should continue to prescribe, and conversion to create new prescribers. So now once we did Taxim was the brand I told you. It could reach up to 100 crore within 2 years. And we could select all the people. We launched a division called Pentacare for neuropsychiatry, Mediva for cardiodiabetes, Cytomate for oncology, another pain management division. All these were possible because of the chairman. They had tremendous support toward the marketing to never ask question why it should be done and why. So that really did very well. Again, I tell you here also, I found training and development needed focus. Focus was very less. When there is less training and development, people turnover very high. People join, they leave. Join, work for some time, they leave. In pharmaceutical marketing, one of the most important thing that for success, retaining people is very important. It's a relationship business. The field force versus doctors, customers, relationship, very much important. If it changes every now and then, that relationship doesn't build. So that was my one of the aim to ensure that people get properly trained, they're taken care of, and of course, award system, reward system, that really motivated people. Company did well. Today it is another one of the top 10 company Alchem. Intas one of the top 10. Going was great. But this time I decided to leave the company due to various reasons, difference of opinion. So I had an opportunity to work with JB Chemical and Pharmaceuticals as a marketing director. The company is known for Metrogyl, Rantac kind of brand. Chairman of Alchem and chairman of JB was contemporary. Both were in the age group of 80, 85. It is a very lengthy process joining JB. It's a company having good share value in the market. Joining them and convincing them for various things was a very tough job. Mr. J.B. Modi was the chairman, and he had believed he had 5 brands. 5 brands I'll build the company. So that time the concept of third-party manufacturing was existing in the market. But being a senior person who has really worked hard with his brothers, take this company, to make this company bigger, was not agreeing for any third-party manufacturing. And they don't have capability for launching new product, new molecule. Major brand were contributing, but every brand's life cycle, if you look at some of the brands were degrowing. One of such brand I could find, Nicardia Retard. There is a calcium channel blocker for antihypertensive. Metrogyl Rantac, okay, I did little brand extensions in Metrogyl Rantac. They were maintaining growth, very good growth. But in case of Nicardia Retard, which is a highly profitable brand for the company, it was degrowing. I thought what to do. Started searching, is there any molecule calcium channel blocker new? That time, patent has already been implemented in India. Post 2005, I am talking about. Because any new molecule launching in US in the past, we used to launch within 3 months in India. Whatever has been launched in US, we could have launched within 3 months, 4 months in India. But that time, post 2005, it was not so easy. So that time I was searching what molecule we can bring in, which is a calcium channel blocker, but done some work in different countries, but not available in India. Of the company, medical advisor, he helped me a lot, doctor. We could found a molecule called cilnidipine. In case of Alchem, I forgot to tell you. I said that they were all having acute care antibiotics. My predecessor, he launched a product, PAN 40. PAN is pantoprazole. And immediately after just making the product available, he left the company. That time I joined. Building brand was another, my forte, I can say. Yeah, I have worked and building brand. This PAN 40, we did. People also worked very hard. I could convince them we'll have to build this brand in a big way. Today, PAN 40 is 1,000 crore brand. PAN 40, PAN D, entire range. So that was a great success in Alchem for PAN 40. There are many other brands, at least in the 100 crore level in Alchem. So then came back to JB again. So we found a molecule is there, cilnidipine. Cilnidipine in Japan launched, but they couldn't do a great job with the molecule. We had nifedipine as nicardia. So we discussed with the chairman and the other directors, because here board of directors were there, so we had to take a lot of discussion. After that, anything could have happened. So we could convince them, and they agreed to do a pilot project to start with. We developed some products, distributed among the top cardiologists of the country. All were very happy with the product. Then how to launch? Then we thought to bring a person who is well known in the entire doctor fraternities. Dr. Lionel Lopai. He is from Johannesburg. He launched amlodipine of Pfizer. He is a very highly educated. His books are being taught in the medical colleges. We could rope in to Dr. Lionel Lopai and launched cilnidipine, the brand name we gave Silacar, to different parts of the country. Here in Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Madras, even Trivandrum, because that's a very good place in Kerala, used to contribute very high for nicardia retard, calcium channel blocker. This really worked fantastic. That brand acceptance got gradually increased. And Silakar, I'll say, saved JV Chemical and Pharmaceutical Limited. Today, it is again, after me, the people have worked also very well. Silakar today again more than 1,000 crore brand. Highly profitable product. The JB was up to JB, I worked. Then I thought now enough is enough, I should take a break. It was somewhere 2009-10. And I could feel the family. I was there from 2003 to 10 with JB. Everybody, they were very good people. JB Modi, their brothers or director. So their new next generation was coming out. They did their education. They were also trying to enter into the business. So I made place for them. Okay, now is the time they should take over. They came in. I came out from the company. But industry is such. I joined another company. It goes on. It's a presidential position for 2 years, 3 years assignment. I worked for another 3, 4 companies and try to contribute everywhere, build a team. Objective was always how to help the organization to transform their business, to improve their business, and with how to grow. Growth is the main factor. This was going on. I joined a company for 2 years. Then again, Alchem chairman called me, you join. What you are doing now? I said, I'm working for a company here. Why don't you take care of my son's company? They have, every son has a company. IES Pharmaceuticals. In Chemi, another director's son. So I joined them also for work for 2, 3 years there. At that point of time, Neon is a company in India. They purchased a company, VHB Life Science. When I was in biological events, in TAS, even Alchem, every company owner used to ask me, you launch an oncology division. You are very famous for oncology. So oncology, where from I make the products? So I used to go to Neon. Neon used to make my product for these companies. That Neon owner purchased the company in 2000. I think it was 12, 11, 12. Then he came to me, sir, I need a person like you, senior, who can help us for this company. We have just taken over. I joined them because that time I was on one hand, I was thinking I should do some consultancy. I should, otherwise I launch my own company. He said, be with us. So I worked with them up to 2015. This journey was, I never stopped there. Throughout working, right from 72, I started. Continued 2015 and with VHB. Then took a break. And one of my friend here in Bombay asked me, with such experience, let us launch a company. I also agreed, let's launch some company, but which area we will enter? Entry barrier is very high. Which therapeutic area we should go? We did study and found Dharma and cosmetics a quite profitable therapeutic segment. So we launched a company in that therapeutic area. My partner was actually a financial partner. Though I invested, but my investment, whatever I did, major I depended on him. But sometimes joint ventures sometimes doesn't work. It didn't work. Post demonetization, we had financial issues. Sorry. We had to decide to close down the business. Decided to close down the business. The company BHB again called me, sir, where you are, you come and we need you. We are in critical need of you. So that was again 2018 to 21. Again, I worked with that company. They have a couple of critical care division, oncology, as well as neuro, different divisions. So they are still there. So this journey for me is quite long, but wherever I have gone, a lot of learning I had. Now, so far, I tell you the people or young generation want to take any message from my journey. I will tell them, first of all, wherever you are working, work honestly, sincerely, and contribute your best. Generally, those who are working in the managerial position, I'll also tell them that managerial learning is very important. How does managerial learning differ from other learning? But managerial learning, major learning is by listening. Look at the process of learning. One is naturally by listening, by reading, by sharing knowledge, by committing mistakes. Only the dead man doesn't learn. Otherwise, learning is a continuous process for everybody. So no one should, more we get experience, more we are experienced, we carry excess baggage. One should not carry excess baggage, shrug off, and that's possible only when we continue to learn. Unless and until, there is a proverb, Zen master, when a student comes, they sit on the ground, Zen master and the student. And Zen master poured tea in the cup. As tea overflows from the cup. Student says, sir, tea is overflowing. The teacher said, let it overflow. After some time, he said, now you make bottoms up. Now I will pour you tea. What it indicates? It indicates unlearn fast to learn something new. So I was talking about excess baggage. Mostly this experienced people, we like us, we need to shrug off those excess baggage. Apart from that, the learning, your time is up, or I think.
You can continue, sir.
Apart from that, I will tell you 2-3 points. The managers only. Managers need to work for their effectiveness. 3 things very important to become successful as a manager. To me, one is competency, commitment, and integrity. Competency comes from knowledge, experience, and skills. 3 things gives competency to a person. Commitment is do what you say. Now, a highly competent person without commitment cannot produce result. Just 1 sec.
Yes.
Yes, I'm back. Yeah.
Yes, over to you.
So I was almost at the end of my discussion. I was talking about my takeaway from my journey. And particularly, I was talking about managerial effectiveness. 3 things important. That is competency, commitment, and the another highly committed person without competency cannot contribute. So we need to have all the essential ingredients to become effective, get the effectiveness. And integrity is most important. Without these, no one can grow in his life. Short-term gain somebody can get, but really it's a long term. It doesn't help. So that is the thing. And rest of, I think, depends on the individual. Star in the eyes require, and hunger in the belly can help the person to grow quite a lot.
That was a very interesting journey that you've shared with us. Lots of respect to you for that beautiful stint that you had for 40 plus years, 45 plus years. That's really very nice. It made you very strong and it enabled you to grow further and further into different various roles. You worked with different companies and that gave you a lot of experience. Now, so I'm really interested to know about your journey in the drama industry. Like, how come acting was your passion and how did you enter into this field? That is something very magical. If you could share that.
I used to do in the school, college kind of times. And then when I came to Bombay, 2001, there is a group here, Anandam, where my voice, they say, is your voice is very strong and powerful. So one gentleman here, he is the director. He saw me somewhere. He said, "Can you come and meet me?" I said, "Sure." Bengali gentleman. They do Bengali drama. Actually, in the aid of cancer patients. That's the main thing. So for a noble cause, I thought if I can contribute something towards the society, let me try. So then I've done quite a number of dramas along with him. He used to go for rehearsal. When I went there, I found chairman of shipping corporation is also acting. I saw big people coming, and it's a amateur group. It's not that any professional. And we used to hire the big theater hall, St. Andrews, Rabindra Sadan, Nehru Stadium. Even I have gone to Kolkata also to act with them, Pune, Delhi, some drama, in Thakur Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev is there. With that, he created a drama. It went up very well. Whatever we could use to earn from this ticket range is 500 to 700 rupees. Mostly we used to get houseful. And the money, whatever is collected, as of now, we have donated almost 80 lakhs for cancer aid. So we try to do something there.
That's really nice. I mean, for a cause, acting for a cause, and that is for the cancer patients. That's really very nice.
And it was challenging because that managing time is very important. Doing a responsible job and taking care of family and then bringing out some time for that, it's a challenge. But yes, one can plan well to do that.
That's really very interesting. Very interesting, sir. So one last question, like what about traveling? Like, have you traveled across India?
Travel almost all the villages of India.
Oh, great. That's nice.
Whether, say, starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, I worked entire Kerala because I used to enjoy working, meeting people. I used to love meeting people. whether Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Bengal to naturally Bihar, Orissa, Assam. Here, Western when I was West and East, I was heading in Dabur. I was extensive traveling in eastern part as well as western part. So I have traveled India all, even abroad, number of places. Because traveling another I enjoy. I won't say hobby, but because of job, I had to travel quite a lot. But now I'm looking to travel. Recently, I gave a trip to Egypt. Before that, I went to Turkey. So now planning where to go next.
That's really very, very nice, sir. And I have one last question, if you don't mind. How did you manage the languages? Because you've traveled across India to different states, etc. So how was the conversation going on?
I understand little bit. For example, my daughter can speak Telugu. They were in Hyderabad, they learned it. Gujarati is very close to Bengali. And rest of the places, Hindi or English. Help in India, I'm talking about. Kerala, I found difficult sometimes, especially with Hindi. Mostly English, they understand. Otherwise, I take help from the local people to speak in the local language. I know some of the languages, Assamese, Oriya, a little bit of Marathi, not much, but mostly Hindi, English, Bengali helped quite a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your time. We look forward to many more interactions with you.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
you can just write an autobiography about yourself. Like, it is so interesting to know your journey. Thank you very much for taking out the time.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for calling me, inviting me for this talk. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, sir. Thank you. Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir. My dear friends, do us a small favor, share this video with the right kind of people. You never know who may be inspired by the wonderful sharing that sir has just shared with us about the various life experiences on the professional front and personal front as well. And friends, if you like what the International Fabtalks is doing, stay connected with us, bond with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video such that it reaches the right person and he or she may be transformed in the right way. Thank you and stay blessed.